Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Roy Potter, and this is the live stream version of the Potter Expositor. And I know the picture is straight up and down, but I'm having to do this over my phone service. I actually had to leave where I am and go out and try to get phone service somewhere else, so I'm out a little ways away. Good morning. This is February the 4th, 2018, and I had to get this up because there are obviously a lot of things happening that are not good, along with all the efforts to restore America. Hello, everybody, as you come in. I am not on Wi-Fi at this point, and my phone service, like I said, is intermittent, so I've got to do this quick. Pardon me for ignoring your questions, but I just want to get this out without any great formalities. We had a train wreck in South Carolina. We had the train wreck with the GOP headed up to their retreat in Greenbrier. At least, I mean, there's some really weird things about that one. Now that we've got some more information, just a lot of weird stuff going on. Phone service having problems, all of these technical things. Look, you've got people in the government and in the media and in various institutions calling for the death and assassination of President Trump and all of those who support the rebirth of the constitutional Republic of the United States of America. This is getting serious. This is getting serious. Mud was on. If any of you watch Alex Jones, or if you're watching the CNN and the ABC and all of these things, you should be alerted by the fact that they can say these things out in the open, call for these actions of war, for assassination, for sedition, for treason. Where are these people getting locked up? Why aren't they getting locked up? Well, I'm just going to say it like this. Trump, I am sure he understands the dangers involved in going overtly against these people. They can use that to say that he's a dictator, when in fact they are the tyrants, and they have put us in a situation where it might call for some very drastic action. Will Trump do it? I don't know. But they certainly don't pull any punches, and all of them at this point should be collared and in a jail cell somewhere, and they're not. And that's got to tell everybody something. Either Trump's not strong enough, yet, which is very likely. Remember, war is a game of finding out the strength of your enemy, So I don't know where this sits right now. Trump could have the entire Marine Corps backing him up and wouldn't be able to stop the rest of the deep state. I'm just being frank with you here. So, I'm a little worried this morning because I'm seeing all these things starting to congeal and to coalesce and to come together again. And they're all at odds with the American people and President Trump and his efforts. Look, if they're willing to say out in public that they're going to overthrow the President of the United States under some bullshit Russian narrative, and they've even spoken about the fact that they're willing to assassinate him or have somebody kill him or set up the deep state, the goons and the back operatives and all that, to give them cover for killing the president, which is what all this is. What do you think they do to us? Now, in the old days, it used to be, I went through the Army Terrorism Counteraction School. I know what I'm seeing here. They want to set this up and have false flags happening so that they can blame it on Trump. Now, let me tell you how that works if you don't understand it. It's been a few years since this has been talked about. It used to be we didn't bring terrorism information out into the public because that's what the terrorists wanted. They wanted the press, because that's how they instill fear. And the number one thing that accomplishes is it makes the people lose faith in the ability of their government to protect them. News alert, news alert. The government can't protect you anyway. It's a ridiculous statement, but that's what people have come to expect. The only person that can protect you is yourself. As I've said countless times, the Second Amendment is a responsibility. Your ability to respond to dangers against you and your loved ones. So the whole idea of saying that the government can't protect you is a psyop because it's obvious anyway. But it's the way the terrorists, and now it's the deep state, the intelligence community that I've warned about for a long time, that are the terrorists. They are going to terrorize everybody into the point where and even I think it was Kissinger that said that he was talking about Los Angeles, but they would cause so many problems that the people would welcome military, basically martial law, but even by the UN. Look. I've said that Trump was going to be facing a big thing here, and that it was just getting started, and we're seeing that the war is expanding. They're willing to kill and injure Americans, and then say, "See, Trump can't protect you because he's crazy. He can't do it." But it's because they're not doing their jobs. Do you understand that? The intelligence community is not out there to protect you. They're not out there to protect President Trump. They're out there to protect their agenda for world domination. They are a secret society. I keep hearing this still, even now. Oh, most of the agents in the FBI and the CIA are good. Well, so were German soldiers in World War II. Did that make a difference? Did we still have to take the soldiers on? Did we still have to be concerned about what they were doing? Of course. So I hope people aren't falling for that. I mean, I understand why it's said, because we want to try to bring the good agents in these agencies to help us. But by God, they haven't done it. They still haven't done it. What, a handful maybe? Oh, I know there's some stuff going on. Yeah, I am upset this morning because I see where this is going. It's clear as day to me. My main point is this. They want to start conducting these operations like the train wrecks, like there are going to be more shootings, a lot of stuff's going to happen. I'm not certain what the timetable is, but Field McConnell of Able Danger, Montegraph, who I don't, a lot of people out there don't have a lot of respect for Montegraph, and a lot of people do, but the fact of the matter is nobody's right 100% of the time. But that guy, he understands stuff. He's brilliant, and he puts things together. He's online with online. He's in line with what Field McConnell of Able Danger is saying. He's in line with a lot of other people, okay, that something's coming down the pike here that even Trump might not be able to control. We got to stop thinking that Trump is the guy that's going to fix all this. He's the beachhead. That's all he is. That's all he is. Yeah, I'm at DEFCON 1 again. I'll use it for that description to me, okay? Able Danger, Field McConnell. Now, every year we say, oh, the Super Bowl is going to get attacked. But the fact of the matter is, it is a possibility. Okay, you've got to take it up as a possibility. Situational awareness is called for. Field McConnell and some others have said that there's going to be a phosgene attack at the Super Bowl today. Will it happen? I don't know. But the point is, and this is my point, you can bet your bottom dollar, which isn't going to be worth much late in the very near future, but you can bet your bottom dollar that if they can do it, they will. If they can do it, they will. Think about this. Trump has pulled the NFL to the point where they've lost a lot of revenue because of their stance against him and against the American people, with all this politically correct nonsense and attacking the family, the Second Amendment, spiritual ideas, things like that. He's shown the NFL and all of these entertainment industries for what they are, and the NFL even admits that it's an entertainment industry, that they can game the games. They even admitted that in a court. I don't know if you're aware of that, but it's true. They call it entertainment. They don't guarantee that it isn't fixed. Okay. The point is, though, if the Super Bowl got attacked, who would be the victim? Would it be the people in the stadium? Would it be us? I mean, yeah, we'd be the victims, but who is the MSM going to say? Oh, Trump attacked the NFL, and that's why this occurred. Trump said the NFL was bad, and this is why it occurred. I'm telling you, they're setting this thing up. I don't know if it'll happen today, but you must keep your situational awareness around you. Now, Monty brought up, I'd see somebody talked about the flu epidemic. I don't know if they can actually develop that. Personally, I don't know that they can. Okay, the flu epidemic, I don't know that that'll be the trigger, but something like it could be. I mean, technically, the flu doesn't even have to be around. It could be, nobody in the whole world has it, and the deep state and the intelligence community and the New World Order could claim that it's an epidemic just to do whatever they're going to do. So I just had to come on this morning and say that I'm very concerned about what I'm seeing. Of course, I always have been, but these things are starting to come together in a very, very serious way. So I can't spend much time going up on my phone line like this, on my phone service. It eats up the data real fast, as most of you know, and I've got a few days left that I got to keep in case of emergencies like this one. So don't fall for the MSM and the intelligence community line that if these false flags keep happening, the first they're accidents, they are not. The train wreck, there are so many so many controls in that system. You heard Betsy and Thomas of the American intelligence media talk about it, and a lot of others of us have. I've talked about it. Field McCall has. I don't know how many people. That they keep talking about the 5G and the Internet of Things down the road. Ladies and gentlemen, they can control all those back doors with all those computer systems and everything with the QRSs and the back doors that the IC has had. And of course the Silicon Valley went along with it, putting into all these computers and all these devices, so they can shut down an entire country with a push of a button. I mean, that's almost literal. And don't think they won't do it if they think they're going to lose power. They don't care. They don't give a rat's ass about your life or the life of your loved ones. Don't kid yourself. They're not doing what they're doing because they're trying to save the United States of America. No, they're trying to save their tyrannical New World Order system, particularly run. Well, the IC wants to be the government. Look how they're acting. They're acting as if they're a branch of government. Even more so that they are the government. They work for the president, not vice versa. They are responsible for being watched, having oversight on them by Congress. And yet they want to tell everybody else what to do. This is totally out of hand. It is the secret societies, the secret combinations that have been warned about for thousands of years, and it has more power now than it ever has. And Hillary Clinton, and there is a lot of truth to this. She's at the center of this. Everything that they've done is to try to protect her because she is the Jezebel of the modern day. Absolutely. Okay. I see people talking about the Marines and all that. Look, ladies and gentlemen, the Marine Corps can't take on the entire CIA, Army, Navy, Air Force, and the DOD if the DOD isn't going to be back behind Trump. Okay? I'm sorry to tell you that, but it just isn't going to happen. They can seize an area to protect Trump and all that, but if this IC thing goes too far, it could get really bad. It could get really bad. And I don't want to be a Chicken Little. But I just can't. I can't stand the apologetics and the apologists any longer. Okay? They have got to understand that we are in an awful situation. Despite all the good stuff Trump is doing, I hope he has a contingency plan for this attack that's now imminent upon him and upon the United States, upon the people, the Americans, us, because we represent the awakening to the new Second American Revolution, to the perfect law of liberty, which is contrary to Satan and his. I know people say, "Oh, get off the religion, Roy." It's not religion. It's the concept of personalities, characters. Either you're good or you're bad. That kind of thing. So they hate us because we stand for those good things. Look at this. I get embarrassed. I see these people out there acting like animals. They can't even talk. Alex Jones makes fun of them, and I don't want to do, his little rendition of what they do, but you know what I'm talking about. They've got no mind of their own, and if they do, it's twisted. There is a divide here, and it's irreconcilable, and I've said that on many videos, many times. There is a divide happening, and there is no way to bridge that gulf between what they are or what they've become and those who believe in the perfect law of liberty. And the Constitution isn't perfect, but it was the best rendition of the way men's minds took the Spirit of God and tried to make it work in the material world. Yes, it is imperfect, but it's the best that's ever existed out there, short of a truly beneficent monarchy. But I don't know when one of those has ever been. Do you? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go. I can't use up everything on this. I got to keep it in case there are other dangers later on. Just keep your situational awareness up. If Phil McConnell's right and they make an attack on the NFL today, the MSM is not going to blame terrorists. They're going to mention the terrorists, but they're going to point the fingers at Trump and say, like the terrorists always do when they do these things, and it's the IC. Remember, they are the ones who funded and trained ISIS, and the Garland, Texas thing. Remember, it was the FBI that helped them through this. Okay, the ISIS people. Look, it's to tell the people that the government can't function under Trump and they can't protect you. If they're even remotely successful, if one person dies, they're going to say that. If one person's hospitalized, they're going to say that. Okay, I can't emphasize this enough. I just can't. There's no way I can put into words. Yeah, why hasn't Congress defunded the IC? Because they're held hostage. They're blackmailed. What Nunes and those guys have done, they've really stepped out. They've put themselves in danger. They really have. Unless the entire strength of the United States can come to their defense. But I don't know that can happen. I'm still not convinced that that's going to be the case. You have to have contingency plans, ladies and gentlemen. One of the things you learn as a staff officer and as a commander is you must have contingency plans because things change. And you must be able to respond to those things. Do not make your plans based on the fact that Trump and the Marines are going to protect you. Don't do that. There is one person responsible for your safety, your security, and it's you. I can't say any more. I've got to go do some other things. I'll try to keep in touch today. God, I hope that they don't attack more. This train wreck, it's just obvious to me that they're messing with the computer control systems. They can do that in cars. Look at Michael Hastings. You know, they took control of his car, and it may have even been, one of these plasma weapons that blew up his car. I know that sounds like science fiction, but ladies and gentlemen, the science fiction of yesterday is the reality today. Jules Verne talked about space travel in the 1800s. Hey, even Leonardo da Vinci talked about some of that stuff. So, we're here, okay? So don't think that the deep state won't use everything that they have developed to keep power. And again, in a broad sense, I've warned about this. They will destroy everything rather than lose power. They will kill you and your family with no remorse. Do you understand? They're demons in the flesh. They're either possessed by an evil spirit or they're just showing who they are. The great divide between good and evil is well underway. I got to go. God bless you. God bless the Second American Revolution and the Constitutional Republic of the United States of America. And God bless Donald Trump in all of his righteous endeavors. Keep your eyes on the horizon and your ears to the ground. And as Jesse at BP Earthwatch says, be safe. I got to go. I'll talk to you in a little while. Out here.